Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, coming to answer your colour and style questions. After having my children, I seem to have wound up permanently in a pregnant shape during my 30s. This is quite common, particularly if your stomach muscles don't go back together. And I have a friend who had this issue where the stomach muscles just never go back, so you can end up with kind of like a permanent pregnant shape. Which means that I keep getting asked some version of, when are you due? It makes interviewing very difficult because they assume I'll be pregnant. Or C, if I try and dress to camouflage my stomach, people seem to think I'm 10 years older than I actually am. Can you please recommend some clothing styles that would work for someone who's petite and creative, but in a business setting that will let me look my age or younger? So when we're thinking about a tummy, so there's a few different things we can do. There's so many different ways, and I have got multiple blog posts. If you just type the word tummy into the search bar on my blog, you will find multiple posts about how to flatter a protruding stomach. So do go have a look there, because you'll see what in images what I am talking about here. So things that are really easy to do is wear a darker colour in the middle. So wear a column of colour, so darker in the middle, and then wear some sort of lighter jacket, cardigan, outer layer on the outside that's lighter or brighter in colour. What this does is that darker layer recedes, and it should be reasonably fitted. It doesn't have to be, you know, baggy or saggy, because often it's the baggy and saggy that makes us look older, but it can be reasonably fitted. But what happens is when we've got that darker layer on the inside, particularly when we've got that column of colour, so we're not putting any horizontal line across our tummy area, so we're not drawing attention to it, we're not making it like a feature, and then we put the lighter, brighter, more interesting outer layer on, you'll have some vertical details that go through your torso, which is a slimming effect, plus if they are kind of closing in, we're having a narrowing slimming effect. And then what that actually does is makes the tummy recede. What we notice is the jacket. So that is a really good way. And I can tell you, when I was pregnant with my son, and I was like really quite large, and this is, 19 something years, 20 years ago, I was looking for a job, and I'd come back from overseas and I just wanted temporary work, but I knew being pregnant was going to be harder to find something. I remember going for interviews wearing a black skirt and top and then wearing a blue jacket over the top. And what was amazing is I would actually say, like, I need to tell you that I'm pregnant. And people saying, I didn't even realise. And that's when I really figured out that, wow, this makes a huge difference when we don't see, like, that is that kind of, that dark colour and that column of colour was really receding. So my tummy wasn't what we notice. Also think about putting decent size, like put a little bit more of a statement necklace on. What we want to do, remember, is illusion. We've got the illusion of the dark colour, which is more receding. We've got the light colour, which is more advancing. That's, with the verticals, which is elongating, and then provide a distraction. So putting a necklace on, put a scarf on, put something on, big feature earrings that draws attention up to your portrait area. So we're not actually going to look at your tummy. So think about keeping your tummy area really free and boring of detail or interest, and draw attention up to your face. You can also find that busy patterns are another great way to make tummies kind of disappear a bit. And this is because the eye just goes, oh, I can't be bothered. There's nothing there to focus on, and I can't be bothered, and it's really kind of busy. And so that also can be really good to look at. And I do have a whole blog post on finding flattering, they're kind of the right sort of patterns to make your tummy disappear. So that is another option. Looking at things that have a little bit of drape, like say today, the top I have on has an inner layer that's more fitted and an outer layer that's a little bit loose. So it's not clinging to my tummy, but it's also not making me look larger than I am. And so therefore things that have that little bit of drape that aren't too tight, they can also be good. I mean, a bit of strategic ruching can be great. Just avoid anything that is belted or anything that's really drawing attention to your tummy. Think about keeping your tummy plain and free of detail. Look for any sort of vertical line, so jackets and things and cardigans over the top. I mean, if you like something a bit creative, look for some diagonals. Look for some interesting construction. That will not look old lady. What it does is also it's like the eye is drawn to that rather than your tummy. So keep what is over your tummy, either a busy pattern that we can't look at, or kind of darker and plain and free of detail, and then put the interest in detail. Make sure you've got that portrait area with the interest in detail, and that is going to help you draw attention up to your face. But things like jackets and stuff can be really great ways. And of course, there's things like shapewear if you want to wear those sorts of things. But I know it's not for everybody, but that certainly does make a difference if it's something that bothers you as well. And there are certain sort of top shapes and things that can be good. Depends though if they're in fashion about whether or not you can find them. That is always something, of course. We're always limited by what is in fashion and what we can find at any one time. But some strategic draping of fabric can be very good. And at the moment, there's a lot of blouses and things like that. They're out, you can have the kind of loose blouse, that sort of look with the skinny bottom. There's a lot of that around in fashion. That is going to be a little bit, distracting. And then, of course, jackets. So just think about getting some jackets in modern styles that you love, maybe a bit of creative, put that jewelry on, and that's just going to help to distract from your tummy. So I hope those tips work for you. Do check out all the blog posters. Seriously, type tummy in on the blog in the search bar and you will find loads and loads of tips and advice and images there to help you figure out what you are looking for. But yes, if you're petite, just don't overdo it with too much volume all at once and, like too larger patterns. So we're thinking about small, busy patterns, not large ones, so that you wear them rather than them wearing you. So thank you so much for your questions, and I really appreciate you watching as well. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.